Hello, Stefan. Nice to meet you.
Hello, Ganka. It is a pleasure to meet you.
You are our guest speaker for the next event. And I'm so happy that this is the second part of the economic series and you will be one of our lecturers. And I'm so curious to know what is your message to our guests? What you want they to understand to gain as knowledge on the first place?
I will speak about how business has changed in the time of COVID. I will cover which businesses have been winning, which have been losing, because even in a pandemic, Ganka, actually there could be winners. And also, more importantly, perhaps, what could those businesses that have been negatively impacted do to increase their resilience in the future? I will also move on to speak about how work could change, especially for office workers, because many of the professional firms have had all of their staff or most of their staff working from home. So how could this change going forward? Could some workers go back to the offices or could there be a hybrid model of some sort? What does the future hold in store for office workers, which I assume that's probably most of your audience is a white collar audience. From then on, I would move to any changes to business and financial strategy for different firms. For example, discuss how supply chain management has evolved in the wake of COVID. We can also speak about the trend for digitalization, which is not new. It has predated COVID, of course, but COVID gave it a massive push. And from then on, I'll focus on financial strategy. From the initial scramble for liquidity, then what happened to leverage, and finally, access to funds. How have the equity markets, the debt markets been receptive to new issuances, and how has that impacted balance sheets and liquidity for companies? And I will finish up with pressure points in the world economy the way I see them now. And I'll give you a couple of examples. For example, equity markets, especially growth stocks and technology stocks, have been on a tear. You can argue there's some bubbles in those areas. Arguably there are bubbles in real estate markets in select cities around the world. I'll speak about the consumer, how indebted he has or she has become, and what that could mean if interest rates go higher over time, which probably they will. And another topic would be loose underwriting standards in the corporate loan market, and how could that impact each one of us? And in fact, I could draw interesting connections between, for example, somebody like you, Ganka, going to buy a new fridge in Sofia, and how that purchase of yours could impact the payment of a pension to a pensioner in California. So the world is very, very connected, and we can touch upon that, and maybe end up with the maybe frightening scenario of COVID-19 becoming an endemic disease that is being with us for a long time. How could this impact our lives?
Yeah, sounds very interesting and quite important for everyone to know a bit more about your point of view, your perception, like for the economic situation. So if you are also interested on that topic, join us on 21st of April on our monthly meeting. See you there from 7 p.m. Thank you, Stefan. It was really a pleasure for me to be here.
Same here, Ganka. It's a pleasure to meet you, and I can't wait to see you again on the 21st of April.
Thank you. Have a nice evening. Bye.
You too. Bye-bye.